Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, this is General Dreams. We're in the shop at the moment, but today's video is a little adventure I went on. I went to a poker run put on by, what are they called? Flat Broke and Wheelin 4x4 Club in Oregon. And went up there with a buddy, and we were part of the group of Dirt Dorks, which is a face group side-by-side club. Everyone I met up there was great. The poker run was great. The way they were organized was cool. They had some volunteers from some other local 4x4 clubs doing some of the checkpoints. So this video's got a bunch of clips from going around and doing them and some of the games at some of the different checkpoints. So you'd get your cards and you'd go out and you had 7 hands, so there was 2 cards you threw away. And at each checkpoint, they'd have questions and games and all kinds of things for other points to get additional awards back at the end of the event at the tent. So that was pretty neat. I've never been to a poker run that had games and things like that. So I thought it was great. And I hadn't been to the Browns camp area with it raining in the side-by-side. So there's some areas that I'd already been to when it's dry. And then I went there when it was wet, so I got to see the little bit of difference in the terrain on some of the stuff. Like there's some spots. I think I have a clip in here where I went in a trail where I came out before when I went up there with a buddy. And I had 30-inch stock tires on when I came out the last time I was up there. I had 32-inch tires on, and I went in and going over the rocks, little, what do they call it, gatekeeper. I'm going over them, going kind of slow. And then you get a little wham where you whack a rock. It's like, I'm sitting a little bit higher. But then I realized the difference is that it's raining. So the rocks, you got mud on your tires and they're slick. So even though you're trying to creep up over the rock, you might be able to creep up over it, but when you're trying to creep down the backside, you don't have the traction. So you kind of start off the back and it just slides down it. And that's why I was whacking in some spots that I didn't whack in before. So, well, that was interesting, which I figured it would be like that in that area when it was wet. It'd be a completely different terrain. It was fun. Anyway, so I got a lot of clips, and I've edited, and this is still a really long video, and this introduction isn't helping to shorten the video any, but I need to explain it. So I'll try to edit out a bunch, but it's probably still going to be a pretty long video. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you on another video. Maybe sometime you could go to one of their poker runs. It's a pretty good time. All right, we'll get going on the clips. Everyone heading out for the poker run. 8 o'clock a.m. All right, well, we just headed out the start of the poker run. So kind of follow the leader. The first guy has a map. We'll see what happens. Alright, well, it looks like at least the group I'm with is trying to get in the front of the pack to not be stuck behind a bunch of the Jeeps and things like that. Kind of a double-edged sword, because I'd like to watch the Jeeps. But there are vehicles of every level here today, so there's going to be some people that have issues. weird. The places you wouldn't think you could get splashed, I get splashed in through my open door. Man, these spots in a Jeep would be really tight. Especially there was one I looked at this morning. That guy has a beautiful build. 3-link aluminum links, front and rear, big old 1-ton axles, 42-inch tires. Everything's black, shiny, beautiful. These are tight trails for a rig like that. In some of these turns. And then I just gotta look at the length. These 2-seat guys, they really got it made. Whip around here like nothing, but when it comes to a hill climb, they don't have as much. Keep the front end down, and the 2-seat don't ride quite as nice. There is no perfect vehicle. They all have their good and bad. So far, with the 32s and the wheel spacers, I heard the tire kiss the fender on one of the turns back there. And I was cranked all the way over. And the steering feels normal in like the first half of the steering, and then as you get close, closer to hard over, it feels heavier. I'm sure part of that's because of the 32, but I think it's mainly because of the wheel spacer. Create more wheel scrub. Well, it's not too bad. I think it's a price worth paying. Get a little bigger tire. Alright, coming back out into the daylight. So we come up on a 4Runner earlier on the trail, and they just pulled over and let us go by. Like I say, side by side can go a lot faster because we're not as wide. So the stuff that's really technical for those guys is not for us. But then sometimes when you get into the real rock crawling type stuff, then they have the advantage. You got lower crawl ratios. Although those KRXs, like the two in front of me, they got pretty low gear ratio. Be able to put 35s on them right from the factory and still does really good at crawling. Anyway, probably can't see in the picture a bunch of other rigs way up there in the power line. So get to the first checkpoint and they have a little game. They pull you up to this rope and they tell you, okay, the object is to back up 6 feet. The rope's 8 foot long and you can't look at it. So I think I got pretty close. They gave me 20 points. That was cool. I didn't know they were going to have games there. And then they let us pick our first card. That's interesting too. Might be learning some new things to do for the vapor poker runs. Alright, let's see what else happened. Oh, we got a log jam. Alright, so when you're here at a checkpoint, you get your card, they have a little game for you, and then you're on the lookout for flat tire signs of different colors. You're supposed to mark them down. Looks like maybe there's an obstacle course carrying an egg or something on this one. Well, there was a guy whose front A-arm, back leg of it, kinked up, broke on the side of the road. So there was, oh heck, probably 10 of us that stopped. So a few people stayed to help them, and then we moseyed on. So there's 4 side-by-sides, and I got a 4-runner behind me, heading towards checkpoint 3. Hopefully the leader knows where he's going. He's on the right road. So I think this is a pretty easy one to find. But we'll see. Alright, so we're heading up here. There's an easy way and there's a moderate way, or difficult maybe. There's a bunch of rigs that have been sitting at the top of it for a while. We might have to go up to the top, winch them up maybe. I don't know, we'll see when we get up here. See what the leader of our pack does. Checkpoints. We got a guard and a bunch of prisoners. Got a couple games down there. So that's pretty cool. Zoom in here. There we go. Looks like they got a little toss game out of the side of your machine, and then something else up in front of that. So that's a good way to do it. I like it. What is this? Checkpoint 4? 3? I don't even know where we are yet. Or now. Anyway, good time. That's a cool little game. Pull up on top of that thing and stop. Burned the belt back.
Way to do this, back up about 8 inches, put it up on.
Really?
I'm not climbing, it's guaranteed.
A little too slippery.
There you go. Forward.
Tires down to 4. fun. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. Where was the other white one?
Yeah,
I only saw one
white one.
No, maybe that is a
Oh, Steven got. There it is. Nice.
Alright, now we got a big old line of side-by-sides and one forerunner. We're on Hog's Back. We're heading towards 7 Up to go up the back side of that, not the rock face. See how that is. Being wet. Some of these are pretty tight in here. Ooh, this one here will be real tight. called the little trail off to the side, the little rock course off to the side. Alright, well here's 7 up. We're gonna go up. Now there's no way the camera's showing how steep this is or how much side hill it is. Smack the wheel on something there. That wasn't bad. Other than that annoying high pitch. And of course I didn't have the 360 camera ready. I don't want to hold everyone up. These bushes wouldn't let me do it anyway.
Nice. Alright, well here's a double black. Saddle up. Hopefully this isn't a bad idea.
I had the camera on that whole time. I got out, was chatting and everything. So, came through here last time I was here. I don't remember whacking whenever I whacked like that this time. So, hopefully it didn't hurt anything. Something was a pretty good thud. Anyway, if I went through here before, I should be able to go through here again. All right, then. Nice.
Send him right up here.
Put it to the floor.
Yeah, this is just a
Turn to your right and gun it a little bit. What's that? Come to towards us a little bit.
take out this rock right here.
You're gonna have to give it a bump. There you go. Now turn towards us. Don't hit it hard.
Go back a whole car and scoot over. Put your driver tire right in that groove.
Remember this trail, Mike? I don't think you came on that one. No, you didn't. Somebody went up the left-hand side. Right, you roll that tail right.
There you go, right there.
Bump it. Whip it.
You're there now.
There, hit it.
Yeah, high center. You gotta back up just a hair. Gotta go back about a foot.
Back up.
There you go.
Right there.
Stay to the right.
Uh-oh.
Not ready to see how that weight works?
Keep going back more. Right, a little bit more. More. Back.
A foot.
Right there.
Turn right.
There you go.
Guy goes to the left side of waterfall. This guy just drives his car except for 3 bucks dog. Gets stuck in dog doesn't want to do it. He fucking goes into the tree, backs up, just waving right over.
After we all know that, it's back.
Yeah, back down. Oh my god. Yeah. Bump his head on a fucking rock.
All right. I don't know where we're going now. We're going this way though. Got a little 2-seat general, just sent it up that hill climb. Bypass the hard spot down at the bottom. But at the top, you don't really have a choice. You just send it. So, this one probably could have made it, but I ain't got this full aftermarket skids on the bottom. One whack too many and I'm changing some expansive parts. So, someday when I have full skids, I'll probably try more of that kind of stuff. Sometimes you just gotta watch. Alright. Keep moseying, see what else we find. I think we got 2 more checkpoints. Sure this looks like nothing on the camera. Move that rock rock out of the way. So there is 16 side-by-sides now, all riding together. Bunch behind me, about the same amount behind me that's up in front of me. So we're riding this flat broke and four-wheeling poker run with dirt dorks. So that's pretty cool. Seems to be a nice bunch of guys. old cedar tree trail. Bumpity bump bump bump. They're going for the passer on the outside. Different when it's dry. Kind of slide off the rocks when it's wet. When it's dry, you can ease up on the rock and ease off the other side. Then when it's wet, you spin up the rock and slide down the other side. That's what the difference is. We are en route to checkpoint 7, which is the event tent. That way they get the cards back. It is 2:34. Everyone's supposed to be back by 4. And we are the head of the pack. So probably not going to have everyone back by 4. We took off pretty close to the beginning of it. We're not the very first ones, but we're really close to it. That'll be interesting. Put on quite an event. This is a pretty nice poker run, I gotta admit. I like it. I like the way they're doing it, the little games, stuff you're looking for at the checkpoints. I have to come try one of these out. It's actually a vehicle event for off-road club, but they opened this one up side by side. They had a run a month ago, I think it was. That one was not open side by side. So change it up every once in a while. Back to the road.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Throw some comments in there. You got any questions? It all helps the channel. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.